This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
53 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
53 is the mic.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
the 7-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, come on. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Hey, come on. 43. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check that free.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brissett on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now Murray, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, now he lets it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
53, Mike.
Murray now on first down, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he caught it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slam. Let's go. Come on. Go. Motion backfield.
They will run with Grant. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's get in there. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Zoom.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It stays up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here we go.
Brissett to throw on first. Looking deep for Hilton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
It's now 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Grant. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Know your job. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
43 to Mike. 43 to Mike. You rush.
They go play action with Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Indianapolis.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bissett. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught. A gain of 32 that time. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down and goal. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll run it with Mack, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Murray now on first down. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brissett now. Ebron caught left side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man, Hilton. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Complete to Hilton.
Let's go, fellas.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, Brissett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think
it's a foot race. 30, 20, touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Record. Yeah. 53, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Grant. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
65. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. In your face. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curve.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Corey Grant with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brissett. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 52.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Here we go, D.
We're set on first down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 6 yards. 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brissett on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. They go play action here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you show.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over. recover and rebuild that confidence.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Showing up. Any weapon. Echo. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the flag.
Back to throw. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Cards, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.